Namaskar, good morning, Ram Ram. Welcome to your own channel, AC Astro. And this video is weekly horoscope. Somebody, I think from Sri Lanka, messaging me when this AC Astro English weekly video will upload. I said today evening. So time has come now. We are recording this and we will upload. So let's value Akashji not waste the time 22nd to 28th June. Namaskar, Ram Ram Akashji. You are in
Namaskar,
so much
Rohit.
demand, but I don't know why people messaging me. They need to message you.
The message here also, but it's all good. That is what we are here for, right? So today we will start with the 22nd of June till 28th of June 2025, the weekly horoscope, to understand step by step how planets are transiting this week. Now, start with Aries ascendant. Mercury will enter into Cancer, which is in progression. That means Mercury will be going forward from its third sign, from the sign of Gemini, and sitting 11th from the sixth house. Workplace benefits. Fourth house is the house of Sukha, that means pleasure, that means happiness. That means inner peace also. Something that has to do with your workplace, because see, workplace Lord is here, 11th from itself. So some good news related to workplace. Also, some good news related to short distance travel or communication is seen. While Mercury is sitting in the 11th house, only we have to be little bit of careful when it comes to the health of the mother, because it is sitting 11th from the sixth house, and sixth house is the house of diseases also. So sometimes mother can have little bit of health challenges. For that, we have to make sure that we are doing some dana, that means some kind of donations related to Mercury, either green gram or either donating, or just as simple as putting durba. That means there is a grass. The grass, if you write durba, durba on Google, you will find what kind of thing I'm talking about in front of Lord Ganesha. That is how good Lord Ganesha becomes very pleased. Mercury here can also add, or if there is any communication that has been delayed or have to be done in the family or with your elders in the family, this is a very, very beautiful time. There is also one more great possibility, is that real estate wise, if there is some kind of challenges that you were facing of not finding some documents or not finding some kind of what you say, some deeds or past affidavits, contracts, this is the time that you may even acquire that. So good, beautiful time for all the Aries ascendant people. We'll make a very big video on Mercury entering into Cancer with a beautiful story about how Mercury, and see, this is the house of Mercury's biological father. So Mercury becomes very, very positive here, and always Moon takes that opportunity to come and welcome Mercury here. So, and that is going to happen by end of this week. So it's a very beautiful week. As we talk about 22nd of June, same day, Moon will enter into Taurus. Just imagine Mercury entering into the sign of Cancer and the dispositor of Cancer becoming exalted in the second house of wealth. So now, absolutely, those who have been struggling with a lot of money issues, this is a time that some relief you will get through some kind of financial gains. Gains can be coming either from real estate. If you see, there's a very big yoga that has happened in your chart. The sixth house lord sitting 11th from itself, the fourth house lord sitting 11th from itself. So you can understand that this is one of the most awesome kind of in fact, Rohiji, when we go deeper, the fifth house lord also sitting 11th from itself. So fourth house lord, fifth house lord, sixth house lord, everyone is sitting 11th from itself. That means massive gains are supposed to be seen for Aries ascendant people. If you're going through Sun Mahadasha, Moon Mahadasha, Mercury Mahadasha, amazing time when it comes to gains. Now, another thing here is that because Moon is entering into Taurus, putting an aspect, the debilitated aspect on the eighth house. Second house is called a Maraka place. And here, Venus is not that great planet for Aries. And because Moon is looking at the eighth house, we have to be just careful about our stomach health, problems related to stomach, or those people who are going through heart conditions or chest related problems, lungs related problems, they have to be extra careful during this week. Then Moon enters into Gemini. Beautiful. It is an Amavasya, but on the other hand, it is also Gaj Kesri Yog. Here, the Gaj Kesri Yog, because this is an Upchaya house, is not that active, but it is a great time to, meditate, communicate, make your relationship better with your siblings. There can be possibility of foreign travel also, because the fourth house lord is sitting 12th from itself, and there is a great Rashi Parivartan yoga between the third and the fourth house lord. So there can be travels during this time. But those who are working in social media, those who are working in literature, writing, marketing, sales, they will see a very, very great opportunity coming to them by end of this week. So very, very beautiful. Finally, the conjunction happens of moon and cancer. It is happening in the fourth house, where moon will welcome Mercury with its own, like, open hands. The positive thing here, it happens that when moon and Mercury are together, moon actually is like, if you see the Prashara Hora Shastra, it says that there is no enemy of moon. Other planets may find moon its enemy, but moon does not consider anyone enemy. So here, when it comes, it's a very great time for your, house, home. There can be either some kind of good gathering in the home. There can be possibility of happiness in the home. There can be possibility of mother now recovering completely. There can also be possibility of shifting, buying, adding something in your real estates, like some kind of luxury, beautiful, great things, or maybe deep cleaning of the house is what is required. So it's an amazing week. Hopefully there is no bad transit. Everything is very positive. Only one thing which I said is that when sixth house lord goes to the 11th from itself, it's very good for workplace, but sometimes it can trigger health issues to mother, sudden health issues. Then by end of the week it will also solve when moon is here. So all the best. Have a great, wonderful week. See you next week. 30th of August onwards, we are doing live astrology classes, advanced astrology. So 14 astrology classes are there. So make sure that you talk to Samantha and she will help you with the syllabus. Taurus ascendant, Rohitji. Now here Mercury will enter into Cancer. So this is the third house, which is the pure house of communication, and Mercury is the lord of communication. The second house lord in the third house, and when we see the fifth house lord sitting 11th from itself, there are two things. First, gains from family. There can be some kind of gains that is coming from family. Sometimes in this scenario is when just a family member visits and gives us something. That kind of scenario also happens. But short term gains are seen. Short term travel is also seen, and this travel can be for your children also, because see, the fifth house lord is sitting 11th from itself. Gains to children, if you have kids, gains to the kids, as well as for you, speculative gains through your stock and share market. So if you are investing into share and stock market, you may see a uprise. It may go up here. One positivity here is that one beautiful yoga happens. That is that second house lord goes third from itself. Second house lord goes, the next house from itself. This also creates yoga related to getting wealth from siblings. If there is any kind of money that your siblings has taken in the past, this is the time that you may even receive that. So what it's beautiful. Later, moon will enter into Taurus. Now here, moon becomes exalted in your ascendant. One beautiful thing happens here is that you start working on your body, your mind, your attitude, yourself. Like, this is the time that you will give importance to yourself, because in the past, when moon was in the 12th house, there could have been travel or suddenly some expenses. But this is the time that you will see that now expenses will happen, but it will be for your own benefit. You will be trying to making sure that, okay, this week I need to make sure that I do well grooming, I do some kind of good deeds, like emotional activities, like share your emotions with other people, because the lot of communication in this house, that is moon, is come to the ascendant. So your every every part of your body, your body language will be very communicative. This is the time that you really need to talk to people. That's how beautiful this time is. It puts an debilitated aspect on the seventh house, which requires caution related to relationships or signing of contracts. If that is the scenario, Mercury is in favor, but you have to still be very careful about reading the fine lines and details before even accepting a job offer. So that's how this time is. Later, moon will enter into Gemini, and there will be this nice beautiful Rashi Parivartan between moon and Mercury in such cases, because Amavasya is also there. So one thing, second house is a Maraka house. It is a house which can create a little bit of health problems. In that area, we have to be careful about our dental health, especially in the throat. Those who have thyroid, they have to make sure that they take extra caution during this week. And this is also the house of food habits, so we have to make sure we do not do extra food habits. Otherwise, this Amavasya energy can create health problems. But on the other hand, Moon and Jupiter are also together. When Moon and Jupiter will be close to each other, it will be Gaj Kesri Yog, so there can be possible elevation in your status. Second house is the house of your status, your value, also the value systems. So in all that area, we'll see progress. Money wise, also we are looking at beautiful yoga here. So amazing. Money wise, there can be possibility of money coming through, we can say either siblings, he's coming back from siblings, or either some kind of, investments that have been done in the past. New sources of income. In fact, those who are waiting for increment kind of stuff in their workplace, that is also very much possible because status improves. That means designation can improve. Finally, Moon and Mercury will make a conjunction in the third house of Moon and Mercury. Now, what happens is that Mercury is communication, Moon is emotion. This is the time of a lot of emotional communication. So try to be more practical because this is an Upchaya house. Upchaya means this is house of improvement. In such houses, benefits tend to give little bit of difficult results. So when Moon and Mercury are together, it is beautiful because they both are, the dispositor is sitting with Mercury here, but emotionally it can be a very vulnerable time, getting challenges with friends or making, not that kind of progress when it comes to, expressing yourself in a practical way. It will be more of emotional pattern that you will choose during this the end of the week. And there can also be possibility of social gathering, like maybe your neighborhood, or there's some kind of social gathering. So in that also we have to be making sure that we are practical, not emotional, because in emotional thing we can make losses of money. So all the best. Have a great, wonderful week. There is a link below for readings also, and see you next week again. Gemini ascendant. Now, this is such a beautiful time for all the Gemini ascendant people because what has happened is that 22nd of June, Mercury is entering into Cancer. That is exactly the Lagna Lord in the second house. This means that if there has been delays in wealth or delays in getting money, or even your money that you have earned in the past, but you have been raising invoices but not getting money back, this is the time that beautifully you will start seeing that money is, coming into your favor. Now, another great thing is that Moon on the same day is getting exalted in the 12th house. That means sometimes this kind of wealth or money also is seen from coming from a very far away source, like a foreign country. So if you have been trying to get some contract, do some work in some foreign lands, this is a beautiful opportunity and beautiful time for you. One thing, Rohitji, here is that when Moon, if you see, there is a very big and beautiful yoga that has happened. The fourth house lord is sitting 11th from itself, the third house lord is sitting 11th from itself, and the second house lord is sitting 11th from itself. So it is a very rare yoga. When you get into a little bit of deeper aspects of astrology, you see. So gains through communication also, gains through your real estate or your home, your family also, and gains through foreign lands also. Everywhere there is gains. But somehow, because Moon is putting a debilitated aspect on the 8th house, on the 6th house, sorry, on the 8th sign, it can be a little bit of challenge related to health. And that can be mostly, kind of, we can say, sleepless nights, which can cause a lot of fatigue or a lot of, we can say anxiety also. And sometimes insecurity. That means, okay, if this money is coming, what if it is coming or not coming? What if he gives me or does not give me? That kind of anxiety can, trigger. But try to be as grounded as, what you say, because spiritually this is such a beautiful time to Moon getting into exalted position in the 12th house. Spiritually, it's a time where you can actually manifest some great things related to, what you say, um, like like if you're in yoga meditation kind of stuff, you can have out of body experiences, like kundalini can rise. That's how beautiful this time is. Finally, Moon will enter into Gemini, and there is a Rashi Parivartan between the second and the first house lord, and it's both become extreme benefit during this time. And because Moon is making an Amavasya here, one thing we have to be careful is overworking. During Amavasya, the energy, the emotions are not in control. Same like full moon, the emotions are overflowing. Here, the emotions are absolutely, diminishing. In this areas, we have to make sure that we are not overworked, because moon and Jupiter in the lagna, moon and sun, it can add to lot of, what do you say, a lot of aggressive approach towards, like today only I want to do everything. Now only I will do everything. Like, this is how it happens. So please plan out and don't get into a lot of fatigue or a lot of, so what you say, overworking. On the other hand, because moon is represents the mother, and this is getting into, what do you say, an amavasya. So here, in this time, we have to be careful about the health of the mother, and if any kind of things happen, or if any tests or any kind of new, what do you say, blood test, etc., is required, so please get it done. Finally, moon and Mercury will make a very beautiful combination in Cancer. Now, this is one great news, because second house lord in the second house with Mercury. Now, Mercury actually rules all the dental problems, and second house is the house of mouth, tongue, mouth. So there can be a little bit of dental problems or expenses in that area. But other than that, if you're in any field related to, and actually your business personality, this business will be going amazingly well during this time. There can be possibility that gains through real estate, those who are in real estate business will also see very great gains. Those who are in architecture, construction business, very good gains. Mercury is the planet of analytics, and moon is the planet of, we can say, emotion. And this time, analytically, those who are in data analytics, data engineering, any kind of analytics work, you will see business analytics, you will see a rise in your career. IT wise, also, Mars plus Ketu are in very, very great position, so you will see positivity there also. Moon is the emotional thing, so here, family wise, emotional gathering or some emotional, what you say, some emotional support you get. So it's a beautiful week. All the best, guys. Have make the best of this, and see you next week or in the next video. So keep in touch. 30th of August onwards, new astrology live classes are there. Link is in the bio. You can talk to Samantha and she will help you with it. Cancer ascendant Rohitji. Now Mercury is entering into Cancer only, which is such beautiful, because 12th house Lord has come to the first house. The expenses that you have been going through, the health problems that you have been going through, and I can see in my house, my wife is sneezing at least 20-50 times a hour. That is the kind of allergy she got. Now this is going to end. There is a lot of possibility of getting, sometimes in this scenario, because your Lagna Lord is also getting exalted the same day, getting some gains. If you have been waiting for a job offer, if you have been waiting for some kind of what you say, gains from your social circles, or socially there can be new opportunities coming to you, that either philanthropic, either humanitarian, either joining some groups, either becoming a leader, such kind of beautiful things. And this means that promotion wise also, this is a very good time. Only one thing we have to be careful about is, the fifth house is receiving a debilitated aspect. Those who are in share and stock market have to be careful during this, making any, there is gains, but there can be some kind of very scary moments also, where you say, oh my god, this is going down, up. So you have to be very careful about that. One another Rohitji, a beautiful thing which I see is that when Mercury is in the first house, it aspects the seventh house, and it is a lot of the third house. So that means gains through short distance travel also happens, and gains in foreign countries. Those who are in foreign countries, and those who are going through Mercury Mahadasha Dasha, this is the time that gains from foreign countries can be seen. So it is beautiful. Beautiful means amazing during this beginning of the week only. It's so great, and you will start seeing this right now only. In the weekend only, your energy will be so powerful that great. And there's now 24th of June is when Rashi Parivartan happens, when Moon and Mercury will change the houses. Because Moon has gone to the 12th house, Lagna Lord in the 12th house, those who have been waiting for travel, some great opportunities related to travel will come. Those who are waiting for some kind of news from foreign countries, they also see very beautiful news. But Moon is an Amavasya in the house, 12th house of fear and house of uncertainty. Sometimes this is the time that insecurity increases. Health is okay, but sleep pattern becomes very disturbed. There can be sleepless nights, anxiety kind of stuff. Jupiter is here, which can increase this influence, because wherever Jupiter sits, it expands. So Jupiter is the sixth house lord sitting in the 12th house. So it's a Viprit Rajyog. It is all kind of mind game only during this week. So do not take everything on heart. But if there is one thing which, if any eye problem comes, because see, sun and moon are both the eyes, they're sitting in the 12th house of diseases. Eye problem comes, then it is a matter of concern, and you should generally do an eye checkup this week if there is any possibility. Okay. Later, moon and Mercury will be in the ascendant. Such a beautiful thing where moon will welcome its biological sun, that is Mercury, to sit together in this year. One thing, Rohitji, because moon and Mercury are sitting together here, if you look at Mercury 12th house lord, if you look at Mercury 3rd house lord, if you look at moon the Lagna lord, um, most it shows travel is on the cards, or booking of some travel or some kind of something related to travel is there. Secondly, your relationship becomes very positive. Both are aspecting the seventh house. If relationship wise you're facing some issues or some challenges, this is the time that will solve. On top of that, moon and Mercury together is intelligence with emotional. So you will be practical and emotional at the same time. So you will understand other people's emotional needs as well as be very practical, analytical, and make sure you take the right decision. Beautiful week. Have a great, wonderful time, and we'll see you next week. Leo ascendant, Roichi. Mercury is entering into Cancer, and here it is in progression. So it is the 12th house where it is entering. Now, your second house lord sitting 11th from itself, and 11th house lord in the 12th house. That means gains are coming, but expenses are also coming. This is time that expenses can be higher than gains. So expenses can be related to family, related to travel, booking tickets, and I think Cancer Ascendant also has some kind of same scenario. My wife is going to tell me to book some tickets, so let's hope for the best. This time, expenses are going to be a little bit on the higher side, but pleasant expenses, not like bad expenses. So let's be very hopeful here. Mercury in the 12th house can also say that from foreign lands, if there is any gains or any wealth that has been stuck, it will come, suddenly. You will see that some kind of getting your bank account is credited, and you'll say, oh, this money was supposed to come from here. So beautiful. One thing here is that Mercury is the planet of your, intelligence. In such cases, when it goes to the 12th house, and especially in the house of Moon, emotionally you become very vulnerable. So I would suggest to take actions practically, not in emotions, because the same time Moon is becoming exalted. The 12th house lord is also in power, so that means subconscious mind is in such powerful situation that whatever you manifest during this week is going to happen. So if you manifest happiness, happiness will come. Manifest sadness or uncertainty, uncertainty will come. So be very extremely positive during this week, otherwise there will be challenges. Moon is becoming exalted in the 10th house and putting an aspect on the 4th house, where Mars is also collectively putting an aspect on the 4th house on its own sign. This is Mahalakshmi Yoga. So gains from real estate, or going to check some real estate, viewing some real estate, trying to get out of a rental property, get into some different property. Changes in the home environment is also seen. But on the other hand, some foreign opportunities related to job offer can also be seen, or if not, progress in job, getting new job offers, getting higher positions, or promise of higher positions is also seen during this week. Moon is entering into Gemini. Now, this is a Rashi Parivartan between the 11th and the 12th house Lord. Now, this time the expenses become a little bit of in control. So, in the beginning of the week, there can be expenses, but here it becomes control because both the planets will take care of each other. And one possible thing is that this is an Amavasya, especially in the 11th house. If you are doing any gathering after 24th or 20 till 27th, you have to be a little bit of careful, because in Amavasya, Moon becomes vulnerable, and as emotionally you are very not there, and this can create some. When we are hurt practically, we fight. When we are hurt emotionally, we be silent. So you'll become silent. So we don't want to emotionally get hurt in any social gathering or any social circle. So that's what is required. But on a positive note, again, gains from foreign countries is seen. So, or very far distant place, or something secret. Those who are in occult business like me will also see a lot of gains. Those who are in business related to travel industry, hospitality, will see a lot of gains. Those who are in business related to grains and food items, they will see a lot of gains. So beautiful time. Finally, Moon and Mercury will be together in the 12th house of your subconscious mind. More than more than two benefics sitting in an Dushtana in the 12th house. They are not benefic, but because the strength is too big here, there is a possibility of you getting into higher spiritual practices, understanding spirituality, getting vivid dreams, getting intuition, getting powerful what is a messages from universe. In fact, sometimes this can also create fear in your mind, because 12th house is the house of fear also. So I told you this week that whatever you manifest, moon is going to be in such position that it will try to give you that manifestation. So don't manifest fear, try to be very hopeful, and be taking care of your health is important, especially related to nerves. Those who have varicose veins have to be very careful. Those who have any challenges related to their mental health, those who are in depression, taking anxiety medicines, you may require more important, maybe counseling during this week. So be aligned with such energy. All the best. Virgo ascendant, Rohitji. Now, when we talk about Virgo ascendant, Mercury is the Lagna Lord, and getting into the 11th house is one of the great news for Mercury. See, Virgo is an evolved sign of Mercury. That's why Mercury here gives Moon the 11th house, the house of gains. Now, here the same day moon is also becoming exalted, so the 11th house lord exalted, and the lagna lord sitting 11th from itself, sun being the 12th house lord sitting 11th from itself. So there is so many how planets sitting 11th from themselves. Ravana, Rohitji, one of the most what do you say, known figure in the Hindu system, where Lord Rama fought with Ravana. He wanted his son to be born with all the planets in the 11th house. Only Saturn did he put one of his leg in the 12th house. That's why the problem happened. But otherwise, just imagine if Ravana wanted uh, all his son for all the planets to be in the 11th house. That means 11th house is an extreme importance. Now, when we look at the 11th house here, the Lagna Lord and the 10th house Lord going to the 11th house, that means professional elevation is happening. There is a lot of confidence, lot of power, even in those who are in social media, influencers, medical, medicine, those who are into field of communication, writing, journalism, marketing. Such a beautiful time for all you people. So enjoy. On the other hand, moon in exalted position, I have to talk about this also. Now, moon is the 11th house lord sitting in the 9th house. Your destiny is at peak during this week. It will support you in every action you want to take. So it's an amazing period. One thing, if you have elder siblings, and you will see and the pattern this week, that they will also get maximum gains. They will suddenly get a lot of gains, and you can tell them that, because of my moon you got this gain. So this is how you can claim that gain for you guys. Moon will enter into Amavasya this week, but it is also making a very powerful Gaj Kesri Yoga with the Kendra Lords. Um, when Moon and Sun are together, especially in the house of 10th house, there can be power struggles. What is light? Moon is the light, and it takes the light from Sun only. Sun becomes extremely powerful wherever it sits. Even in debilitation, Sun is powerful. uh, One of my clients said, "Sir, I think uh, debilitated sun is someone who smokes up, also drinks also, and then is like a king chilling, saying, I don't care, do whatever you want. But it is still powerful because it's still the king." I said, maybe, but whatever you want to interpret. Here, sun and moon together with Jupiter, this all these planets, especially the 12th house lord sitting 11th from itself, there may be a lot of gains from foreign countries, also opportunities. If you're applying for foreign jobs, there may be some kind of revert back, and you will get some great interviews and stuff like that. But power struggle happens. Power struggle means that you may have a little bit of hard time with your seniors, with your bosses. There can be some kind of arguments or some kind of power games, that someone will try to show you their power, but okay, this is how powerful I am. So for that reasons, we have to be careful. But because there is a Rashi Parivartan between the 11th and the 10th house lord, this is kind of a Raja Yoga. And there can be also new job opportunities. Maybe some people will show power, that, okay, I have the power, I will keep you in this job. This is how also it acts. So let's hope for the best only. Finally, moon will enter into the 11th house. Such a beautiful thing. 11th house lord in the 11th house. Mercury here, this is the house of gains, house of social circle. You will see that gains from friends, colleagues, also expenses related to these things. Maybe sometimes you will be able to have to give some party and stuff like that, that you got this job, you got this, that, whatnot. So let's hope for the best. This is also the time that if you have been trying to do any kind of philanthropic or any kind of spiritual activities, great time for you. If you're thinking of starting something, startups, because both the planets, both the benefics are aspecting a beautiful fifth house. This is the time that your friends, support, or social circle people may also put a hand forward and say, let's, this weekend, like this is the weekend time, right? They say, let's do something, let's start something. And this means that absolutely your planets are working for you and you should be taking such offers. All the best, guys. Have a great, wonderful week and see you next week. 30th of August onwards, we are doing new and live astrology classes, the advanced astrology. So link is in the bio. You can talk to Samantha and then she will help you with it. All the best. Libra ascendant, Rohitji. When we speak about Libra, Mercury is entering into Cancer, Rohitji, this week. And Mercury is the ninth house lord, going to the 10th house. Those who have lost their jobs, those who are waiting for job offers, this is the time that job offer is coming. One good news about Mercury here is that Mercury is also the 12th house lord. So some uh, jobs that were supposed to be coming from foreign country, which requires a lot of traveling or which requires a lot of research, or if you're in any field related to research or analytics, or what we say, if you're doing PhDs or medical, it will be a great, wonderful, amazing time for you. Same day, moon is getting exalted in the 8th house. Now 10th house lord sitting 11th from itself, 12th house lord sitting 11th from itself, 11th house lord sitting 11th from itself. If you see sun 11th from itself, Mercury 11th from itself, moon 11th from itself, that means this is all time of gains. Libra ascendant, you are one of the best ascendants, and now gains are also on the best side here. One thing that I feel and supposed to happen is that those who are in any kind of any kind of medical research, any kind of AI research, they will get a big breakthrough during this week. So all the best for those people. Professionally, great time. Inheritance wise, shared resources, partnership, business wise, great time, but not a great time for investment. This is the time to just get money, not invest it anywhere. So don't take any big decisions of investment during this week, because then moon is putting a debilitated aspect on the second house. Then moon is going to go into Amavasya also. Understand, 10th house lord is going into Amavasya. So this is not a very good time for investments. In fact, not a very good time to even fight for some position. Automatically it will come because there is a Rashi Parivartan Yuga happening. So there may be uncertain positions that you are asking about. My designation, my changes, my negotiation in these areas should be avoided. One thing, spiritually, this is a time to talk to your guru, try to even if your guru is not present right now in his physical form, try to connect with him emotionally through your sixth sense, through your subconscious mind. Connect with him, try to take messages from the universe. This is the time. This ninth house is also the house of intuition, so a lot of intuitive energy you will see. Those people who are doing education, higher education, you may see a little bit of disturbance here, because your mind will be completely towards what you say, we can say that your mind is completely in darkness during this time. So you will be very you will not have that great thought process for the next till 24 to 27. So 2-3 days, if there's any exams happening, extremely careful, because it can create some blank moment that what the hell do I write, how do I answer this. So make sure that you are absolutely purely hydrated, because the more water is in your body, the more moon is in balance. In fact, also those who are going for any kind of exams or stuff like that, they should take milk before that, like little bit of milk with water mixed, drink it, so that the energy of moon is very powerful here. Finally, moon will enter into Cancer, into the 10th house. This is a great placement of moon, Rohitji. Now, moon is the 10th house lord only, sitting with the 9th house lord. Oh, this combination, and sitting with moon is the biological father of Mercury. So, such a beautiful placement when father and son together in the house of fatherhood, in the house of guidance from father, gains from father. 10th house is also seen. 9th and 10th house are the house of father, and 4th and 5th house are the house of mother. So, here you get support from fatherly figures, even father. Some suggestion or some, if some, what do you say, some advice father is giving, it is coming from God. So between 27th, 29th, or that's the following week, because the energy of this moon and Mercury will be there collectively for a very for a while. If there is any suggestion that is coming from father or from your bosses or from gurus or from authority figures, that means that is going to change your life in a very decent, beautiful way. So please take that. Both are aspecting the fourth house. This period also says that many people will travel, do some renovations in their home, go meet their family members after a very long time. So such beautiful things are going on for Libra ascendant people. And career wise, very, very beautiful upscale in your career is what it's seen. And those were in analytics, data analytics, business development, any businesses, like businesses who have been struggling to get contracts, businesses who have been struggling to penetrate in foreign markets, everything is very extremely positive for you. All the best. Scorpio ascendant Roichi. Now Mercury is entering into Cancer here. When we look at Mercury is the lord of the lord of the eighth house, and also the lord of the 11th house. That means it is house, lord of an Upchaya house and lord of a Dushtana also. But very good because Mercury is sitting 11th from itself in the house of his biological father, Moon. And on the other hand, Moon is going to getting exalted the same day Mercury is getting, in the sign of Cancer. Now, this is a very special yoga that is happening. 10th house lord sitting 11th from itself, 11th house lord sitting 11th from itself, and 9th house lord sitting 11th. So 9th, 10th, 11th. All the three lords of these houses are sitting 11th in 11th. So that means gains through your destiny, gains through your career, and gains through your social circle. Everything is in alignment, the 9th, 10th, and 11th houses. So this calls for a very big party because Scorpio ascendant people are really getting a lot of gains, lotteries, this, that, whatnot. So many Scorpio ascendant people message that, sir, you said I bought a lottery. I got $2, I got $10, I got $15. Some said I got nothing. So lot of good things are happening with Scorpio ascendant people. And this time, money through partnerships, money through your social circle, money through your career. If there is anything that you require or monetarily status wise, you will see some improvement in your life. Mercury in the 11th house, Mercury in the 9th house also says that, there can be travel. There can also be gains to elder siblings. Elder siblings can gain. And since Mercury is aspecting the third house of communication, which is Mercury is very keen, so you will also do some short distance travel, and there can be great communication related to, if you are doing any research, any journalism, any writing, you will see that some good breakthrough is coming there. So very positive time. Moon will enter into Gemini. Now here the 9th house lord is sitting 12th from itself. Sometimes nazar dosha, we say, people put evil eye on us. When everything is going good, this is the time that people may try to be jealous from you. It's an Amavasya also. See, two benefits. Jupiter and Moon are here in the 8th house. In fact, Venus is a benefit in the 6th house. So ideally, there can be some jealous factor, or sometimes your destiny, you're supposed to get it, but you have told someone that, okay, what, tomorrow I think I'm getting a promotion. Suddenly your company restructures, you don't get anything. This is the time to be absolutely secret. When good time comes, don't tell anyone. Anyone asks how is life, you say, "Oh, all good, God is kind." That's it. Don't say, oh, my life, I'm just getting one promotion, tomorrow I'm getting a car. If you say anything during this week, it will be a disaster for you. So try to be as secretive as you can. And those people who feel that they have been going through some kind of challenges, or maybe there is some kind of nazar dosha or some evil eye on them, take alum, because see, um, Mercury and Moon have changed their houses, Rashi Parivartana. They're in each other's houses. And Moon is with Sun. This is a very good time to do a ritual. This is an Amavasya also. Take alum, put it over tell someone to take anti-clockwise your body 7 times, and either burn it or either put it in the washroom and flush it. Burning is much better because all your negative energy gets burned. So think about it. Some alum, please. Alum is a salt. Okay, fitkari we say in the Hindi. That's what you should be doing. Later, Moon will enter into Cancer. Now this time, Moon is in the 9th house. If you have done these kind of remedies, if you have been quiet, this is the time that your destiny finally speaks up. Just imagine son coming to the house of father, and father coming here with opening open hearts, trying to give him extremely whatever he wants. And make sure that during this time moon is going to be in such a position that education wise, higher education wise, destiny wise, guidance wise, everything is in your favor. So you will really do something very extraordinarily good during this week. Something that has to do with inheritance is also seen, huh? So some money from inheritance or some kind of communication from inheritance comes, that okay, you know what, we have this house we are trying to sell and I will give you this much. Or if you are trying to do anything related to um, anything related to some skill development, like changing your pattern of learning or getting into new programs, this is a beautiful time that you will see progress. So short distance travel for pilgrimage also can happen. There can be you visiting temple, or suddenly some plans that okay, let's go. Friends say, oh, I'm going here, can you, are you coming? So spiritual exploration, those who are learning new languages, such a great time for them. You will also become more interested in that. So full power packed week and lot of gains. So be quiet. 30th of August onwards, we are doing astrology live classes. Those who have joined, good. Those who have not joined will not be able to join after next week. So all the best. Sagittarius ascendant people. Now here, Mercury is entering into Cancer. Mercury is the lord of the seventh house, Kendra. Kendra lord in the eighth house. Not a very good placement of Mercury because it's a benefic and goes to the Dushtana. Can create challenges when it comes to getting wealth from the wealth from your partners. If there is any partnership issues going on, you may see that wealth wise it's not that great time. But great time when it comes to analytics. Those were in any analytical field, business analytics, any kind of financial analytics, any kind of analytics, research work, you will see a growth in your career. Not a good time for getting wealth from your partnership or support from your partnership, but you will be in such a great position. Same day moon is also becoming exalted. Now I will show you that what beautiful yoga has created. Now if you see the 8th house, 9th house and 10th house, all the lords of these houses are sitting 11th from themselves. That means because the lord of the 8th house is making a Viprit Rajyog, even with no support from partners, you will become extremely powerful yourself only to gain. Secondly, the 9th house lord sitting 11th from itself, your destiny is at such a peak that you will gain. Your 10th house lord is sitting 11th from itself. That means suddenly, because of your own effort, you will gain. So it's a gain time, but you will not get support from partners. That's what I mean. Moon. Mercury here in the 8th house is aspecting the second house. That means there will be a lot of people who will approach you for some investment. Let's do this investment. Let's do that investment. I suggest that this time is not a great time for investment. So it should be avoided at every cost. Later, Roji, Moon exalted in the 6th house, putting an aspect on the 12th house. Now, making a Viprit Rajyog also. Those people who have lost their jobs, those people who are looking for a jobs, suddenly there can be some kind of workplace movement, something that has to do with workplace. Sometimes you have to take some losses. Like if your salary was like X amount, now a little bit of lower salary is what you're offered. But you have to take this chance. You have to accept the offer because the reason is that in the coming days, when Saturn becomes retrograde, when Jupiter also will, move to the sign of Cancer, that is a time that you will really benefit. So it shows Viprit. Viprit means not so good right now, but later it's going to be very good. Sixth house is the health house, also the house of daily work and routines. In the health and your daily work and routine, you will see a lot of positivity. But because Moon is looking at the 12th house and very soon, the next day, going into Amavasya, this thing is can create a little bit of mind fog, something that has to do with you becoming enemy of other people. Like I will show this person what he did. Try to let go of things during this time. Don't have burden on your head this week. Now Moon enters into the Kendra on 24th of June in Gemini. There is a Rashi Parivartan between the 7th and the 8th house Lord. This is the time that you will see true colors of your partners. That if they are supposed to give you, because see, Moon, they are both messengers now of each other. Moon will know what partner is thinking, and Mercury will know how to act. So this is the time that you will see that if your partner or if your relationship, if your spouse or if your business partner is actually hiding something for you, some secrets may come out. On the other hand, this is a Gaj Kesari Yoga happening in the fourth house. Position increases, and that's why your power increases during this week. Your status increases, your dependence increases, and you get a lot of clarity. When it comes to marriage, there can be new marriage proposals, but because there is an Amavasya, you should take some more time. Let moon reach into Kendra. Again the Kendra, four houses from itself, and let it go completely out of Amavasya. And in Shukla Paksh, take decision. When moon is rising after Amavasya, it is Shukla Paksh. So during that time, you should be taking decisions that, okay, you know what, should I be taking that this marriage offer or this business proposal or this partnership? This is what should be done. If there is any signing of contract during this week, you should avoid and delay it. Later, moon comes into the eighth house. Now this is the time that lot of secrets will be revealed. Eighth house is also the house of, intuition, house of occult sciences. So many people who are in occult business, occult sciences will progress. Also, there is possibility of you getting into deep research about something, and not only research, you will be able to accomplish that also research. Both are aspecting the second house of wealth. This time is not a great time for investment. So this week, be away from all the investments. Only focus on your work wise, improving your status, getting into new partnerships, understanding the motive of your people around you is this week. Even in your workplace, even in business, even in family. So this is how this week will highlight itself. Okay. All the best, guys. Have a great, wonderful week and see you next week. 30th of August onwards, if you want to see me like this every day, every weekend, 30th of August, we are doing new live astrology classes. The link is in the bio and you can join. Capricorn ascendant people. When we talk about Capricorn ascendant, Rohitji, Mercury is entering into Cancer. Now, Mercury is the lord of the sixth house, going to the seventh house. Mercury is also the ninth house lord, shedding 11th from itself. Destiny is in favor. It's beautifully placed for you this time. Even on that same day, Moon is entering into Cancer. Oh, sorry, Moon is entering into Taurus in exalted position. So your seventh house lord is also exalted. If you've been trying to get into new partnership, new relationships, you will see that possibility that new partnership, new relationship will evolve or will erupt. On the other hand, gains through speculation, speculative gains are also seen. There can be possibility of new love life coming into your, or maybe your love life getting final commitment that, okay, yes, let's move forward with marriage. Children wise also, this is a beautiful time for children's growth. One beautiful yoga has happened. The sixth, seventh, and the eighth house lord are all sitting 11th from itself. When it comes, you gain from your workplace also, you gain from partnership also, you gain from occult or any kind of research also. So this time you have to focus on all these areas. When we look at last week, see what has happened is that suddenly you must have gone into a lot of practices related to health, taking your care of your health, because see, Mercury was in the sixth house. So you were taking your health routine must have become very, very good. You must have started new programs like walking, yoga, meditation, pranic healing. Such kind of things must have been, you have been taken such kind of consideration. Sometimes even getting help of occult, going into a lot of astrology research is what you must have done last, in the previous time. And this is the time you will see more progress related to receiving gains. The sixth house lord has gone to the seventh house. That means victory over enemies happens here. If there is enemy, if there is any competition, any exams, you will see that victoriously you have come out of that. So beautiful time for you. Moon is putting a debilitated aspect on the 11th house. This is a time from your elder siblings. You can receive some bad news or some challenges, or sometimes they may ask for some kind of money or help. So be kind to them and try to help as much as possible, even from friends. And in your social circle, don't try to be that active at the moment, or go into large gatherings, because you can face emotional ups and downs there. Moon and Mercury after 24th of June does a Rashi Parivartana. Now here Moon has entered into the Rashi of Mercury. Mercury is in the Rashi. So there, Moon is the biological father of Mercury. So here Moon becomes benefic, but this is a Dushtana, sixth house. It's not a very good house. When it comes to enemies, the enemies you have been victorious over, they will try to again attack you. That, okay, let me come back to him again. So there can be such kind of thing, but still you are in power only. No one can do anything. You are in Viprit. Viprit means that sun is here in Viprit Raj Yog. Any problem, let it come, no problem. But finally, you will be the authority. You will be taking a decision. So that's how positive it is. Workplace wise, because this is an Amavasya and this is a Gaj Kesari Yog, depending on the Mahadasha you're going through. If you're going through Sun Mahadasha and Moon Mahadasha, not a great time. If you're going to Jupiter Mahadasha and Moon Mahadasha, then great things related to work will be happening. Those who are in law, those who are in any kind of field related to service like medical, medicine will see such beautiful growth for them this week. Even in they will be in difficult situations, but they will be able to bring out the best of that difficult situation. When two benefic planets are in the sixth house, don't trust everyone easily. This is not a time of trust or giving something, some money or some loan or some debt. It will be not coming back. Later, Moon will enter into Cancer, into its own sign, into the Kendra, but this is a Maraka sign. This can create health problems to the spouse. There can be challenges of health to the spouse or your loved ones or your relationship, or sometimes the second child also, not the first child. This is the house of second child. There can be some kind of health problems there. But because Moon and Mercury are together, both are benefic sitting in Kendra, this is beautiful for your destiny to work for you. Even in such conditions where there is problems to your child, your destiny, you will get lot of support. You'll get lot of support during this time from your peers, from your colleagues, from your partners, from your spouse, from your everyone around you. You'll get support. Moon and Mercury can also create opportunities of business together, like father and son can do business together. Fatherly figures who are mentors, like fathers, like they can also tell you about business. So this is good time for partnership and getting new business opportunities. So all the very beautiful best for all the Capricorn ascendant people. I mean, absolutely great, amazing week for startups also, because see, Moon was exalted in the fifth house. This is the time your creativity, your brain, your ideas will be like so amazing that you can really do some great research work and do some startups during this time. So if there is any new ideas, please discuss with your friends, with potential partners, potential mentors. Maybe they say, oh, you know what, this is a great idea, let's work on it. So all the best. Aquarius ascendant people. Now Mercury is entering into Cancer. When we look at Mercury here, the 8th house lord is sitting exactly 11th from itself. In fact, the 5th house lord is in the 6th house. Gains from your children also happens, and sudden gains through inheritances. If you're doing in any kind of court cases, any battle in court cases, you win. There is enemies wise, you conquer everyone. Same day, Rohiji, Moon is also becoming exalted. The dispositor of the sixth house is also in absolute power, exalted position. This means that any enemies, any kind of debt that you have been facing, lot of difficulties, how do I pay it, how do I, even those who are applying for debt, that how do I get a debt, I need to survive. This is the time that miracles will happen. Health wise, we need to be a little bit of careful because it's making a Vipreet Rajyog. That means health wise, especially Mercury rules the skin condition, so getting eczema or some kind of hives on the skin, and also getting some kind of nerve related problems, nerve pinches, or um, s- s- Mars is also not in a good position. Muscle pull can happen. So when you're doing this, the house of daily routine, right? If in routine you're doing some gym and all, be careful with weights and whatnot. One more Rohiji, good thing about this placement is the placement of what you say, uh, the the placement of Moon. Moon is putting beautiful, influence on the fourth house. That means related to your happiness, but it is putting an debilitated aspect on the 10th house of your career, and the career lord is sitting exactly 10th from itself. There may be some aggressive, what you say, emotional battle at the career area, like in your workplace. There will be a lot of emotions that you have to battle out during this week. One thing I suggest is, this time is not a great time to share your plans, because you will be absolutely communicative, and secrets should be secrets. You should keep secrets, because the lord of the 8th house is sitting 11th from itself. Once you reveal secrets to your social peers, the thing the work that was supposed to happen will not happen, and you'll get evil eye. So don't try to reveal secrets this week to anyone. Ideally, on a general basis, you should not reveal secrets unless it is strategically placed. Sometimes many people say secret that, oh, I'm doing this, so that other people get a reaction from other people, that is it a right action or no. So this kind of thing is there, then it's okay, but don't reveal some happy news to other people. Later, Moon will enter into Gemini. One more thing, because Moon is in exalted position in the second house, you will gain in some kind of your property. Those who are in property business, those who are in any kind of real estate business, you will see gains here. And gains from foreign countries also come, because the Lord of the fourth house is sitting 12th from itself. So some communication from far distance land also comes. Now, fifth house is where an Amavasya is happening. This is the house of your children. So, those who are trying to conceive may feel a little bit of more delays. Those who have children may have a little bit of health problems. So, cold, cough, moon, burns, acid refluxes are what is seen. This is the house of stomach also. Stomach bugs, getting sick, kids getting cold, stomach bugs is also possible. So, it's a general thing. So, nothing to be worried about. Moon and Jupiter here are together, and there is Rashi Paripurna, 6th and 7th house Lord. This is the time that speculation or speculatively you can gain some very big thing, which will help you remove lot of obstacles from your life. Those who are in share stock market, this is that week that you should be absolutely motivated and do something great. I suggest that always have a mentor in making any decisions, but the 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 beauty of Gaj Kesari Yoga in the fifth house is that only that it brings lot of power in speculative. Even for your children, those who are abroad, those who are in foreign countries, those who are trying to get a new job, those who are trying to get new contract, those who are trying to do business in a very new, unconventional manner, start something. An amazing time for them also. Education wise also, this is such a beautiful time. There may be a little bit of disruption when it comes to government exams or government preparation, because sun is sitting with moon and amavasya is there. But on the other hand, those who are thinking of any kind of what do you say uh, higher education, go to foreign countries and stuff like that, this is where you can start your journey and do start doing the research. Finally, Moon comes to the sixth house. Moon and Mercury are together here. Mercury is making Viprit Rajyog. Moon is sitting in that own sign. This means that health-wise, if we are going through some big problems, we ourselves, not our children, children-wise is done. If we are going through some health problems ourselves, we will see a great relief here. If you are thinking that father and son kind of disputes is happening, that dispute will also solve. There is possibility of you getting some great news in your workplace, especially in service industry. Those who are in any kind of medical field, any kind of service field like government fields, you will see a great progress for you. In fact, both are aspecting the 12th house. Collectively, if you want to do business in foreign countries, it's a very beautiful time to do business. This also adds to getting some debt. This is the time that you may be spending some more money and your debt will increase, but that is good debt. So don't worry about it. You will get lot of ways to release your debts. Your Lagna, your ascendant Lord is in the second house. So slowly, you guys are making money. Slowly, your wealth is accumulating. So let's hope for the best. And this week is also extremely positive and powerful for all the Aquarius ascendant people. Only keep secrets in your mind only. If secrets is strategy, then use it strategically. Mercury is the planet of strategy. Coming to the sixth house, in your workplace, don't reveal, I did an interview there. Suddenly your boss will know, oh, nowadays you're giving a lot of interviews, huh? So you try to be quiet. All the best. 30th of August onwards, we are doing new and live astrology classes, advanced astrology. So all the people who will join this, welcome, and hopefully we will make something great out of this. All the best. Pisces. Mercury is entering into Cancer, Rohitji. When we look at Mercury here, it is the lord of the Kendras. Both the Kendras, the fourth house and the seventh house, is ruled by Mercury. And getting into Cancer is such a beautiful placement of Mercury. In fact, Moon is on same day getting into exalted position. The dispositor of Cancer is also in power. Now, see, Rohitji, one thing. The fourth house, fifth house, and sixth house, all the planets are sitting 11th from itself. That means those who are in real estate business will also gain. Those who are in any kind of education, business, teaching, mentoring, finance, they will also gain. In stock market, share market will also gain. And those who are in any business related to law, anything to do with service, medical, they will also gain. So all these people go on the side because you are gaining this week. Everything is gains for you. Emotional gains, happiness, power, money, designations, everything is coming to you. Now, understand what is happening, Rohitji. When all the planets are sitting 11th from itself, these houses are like the planets become very awesome in giving results. Moon is now giving results of speculative gains, gains through creativity, gains through startup. Those who have done startup and are waiting that, okay, we need to, we need to get into some kind of profit now. This is the time, profit or some big contracts. Third house is the house of communication. Big communication of contracts come to you. Even help from siblings, even help from friends, help from your neighbors, social circles is going to be very positive, because third house is also the house that is related to short distance travel. There can be short distance travel and will bring positive higher learning. That's what we require, because see, moon is putting a debilitated aspect on the ninth house. This is the house of higher learning. So higher learning wise, we can see that some positive, even in difficult conditions, we will learn something out of it. Now, another thing is Mercury. Mercury is the seventh house lord, sitting exactly 11th from itself. There are two indicators here. Number one is gains to children. If your children are in foreign lands or in some kind of new job, or they are waiting for promotion, you will get a message from your children that, okay, mom, dad, here, this is how my new offer letter looks like. Otherwise, you will see gains in speculation, speculative gains, getting money through share stock market. If you are investing, you will see everything is up and green. Secondly, you see that sometimes in this area, this is the house of starting up businesses. Many people start up businesses, and starting only there becomes very awesome. So very good. Thirdly, this is the house of education. Education is going to be very, very extremely good, because Mercury is the planet of intelligence. Just imagine the intelligence that you will show. Now comes the main part. What has happened here is, Rohiji, this is also the house that is related to love. And seventh house lord sitting to the fifth house means commitment in love. So those who are waiting for commitment, those who are waiting for getting what we say, um, love offer, or getting commitment in love, marriage proposals, you will see that they are served on a plate beautifully for you. You can just consume it during this time. Till the whole time Mercury is here, this whole time till the Mercury will be here, it will be a time that your prospects of marriage becomes like 10 times bigger. Later, Moon will enter into the third house in a Kendra. The fifth house lord in a Kendra is a Raja Yoga, but sitting 12th from itself. So it comes from foreign countries. It may come from sometimes challenges also. Health of mother has to be taken into absolute consideration. Your children may be traveling abroad during this time, or maybe your loved ones, your romantic partner may be going somewhere distant. So this time is the time that you should be extremely, when you say, emotionally available. Try to make sure that you are emotionally very available to the people around you. On the other hand, Rohitji, this is a time that Amavasya is also there in the fourth house. So the health of the mother has to be taken care of in the scenario. Hello. See Rohitji, who is here. Good morning. Say hello. Hello. Hi. Hi. Bye.
Oh, she's doing the, remaining prediction. Pisces will do this.
Yeah, Pisces कैसा करेंगे
Just
बेटा?
follow
How is
that.
Pisces? So
Grace,
he came to meet me. It is 7 a.m. in the morning, Rohitji. She's got up. See, so fresh.
Grace, please tell us about the remaining, transits. What is going to happen?
Grace is
Okay. Oh, this night,
Alright.
a prediction. Let's see how it works.
Okay. How was your day? Good, good. So she's saying good, pray good, good. How is their day? Good, good. How's their day? Good. So yeah, finally see, Mercury has come, the smallest planet. Anyways, Rohit, continuing, Moon is entering into the sign of Gemini. This is the time of Amavasya also. So we have to be careful about the health of the mother as well. So that is where we have to be taking more and more care. On the other hand, it is making Gaj Kesari Yoga. So there can be also possibility of getting some gains through the real estate. So beautiful time. Finally, Moon will enter into the fifth house with Mercury. Now, this is also a great time, Rohit. When Mercury and Moon are together in the fifth house, you really and really gain from speculation. In fact, gains from father or mentors is also seen. So it's overall a very beautiful week, amazing week. One thing that you have to be careful when Moon and Mercury are in the fifth house, this is the house of Dharma, mantra chanting, and so many great things also, Rohit. There, see, there may be possibility of you getting into lot of religious activities as well. So let's hope for the best. And this is also the house of children. Your children, and education wise, your children start showing excellent results, because see, moon, Mercury is the child of moon, and it is coming to that house. So this time is very good for education. Share stock market, this whole month, this whole week is a very powerful week. So I would suggest to take right actions and invest accordingly. All the best, Pisces ascendant. Sorry, this small Mercury is with me, so I got a little distracted. Sorry for that. All the best. Have a great time. Rohitji, thank you so much for your service also. And thank you, Rohitji.
Thank you very much. Super phone in the hand of super astrologer. So this is great, exciting week. This is small baby Kanya. We call this Jai Mata Di. When she comes into the video, I think all 12 signs are going to get something very good this week. I wish and I pray for this. Thank you, Akashji. Thank you, Grace.
Ji.
Thank you very much. We'll meet you in some next video. Till
Grace,
then,
Grace, how will be the week for everyone?
good.
Good. Yes. All the best. Thank you, Rohitji.
All the
See
best.
you.
Jai Shri Ram.
Jai
Jai
Shri
Hanuman.
Ram,
Jai
Jai
Mata.
Hanuman, Jai Mata Di, Jai
Om
Mata
Shivaya.
Di.
Jai
Om
Lakshmi. Jai